start.
Oh, sure, I'll start. Sorry.
Don't forget to repeat the question.
All right, hold on. Let me repeat this question real quick. What was the question again? We formed the band. Probably, I'd say my senior year of high school, freshman year of college here. But we met each other a few years before that in high school in chorus class, and would like kind of get together and like learn some covers and stuff. But we didn't write our first original until that, right?
Probably like a year after we met each other in choir class. But like we didn't really know much about music till we met in choir class. We had this great like teacher, his name was Mr. Danielson, that helped us out a lot. And I think we both loved the class so much we started doing more music stuff outside of it.
Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely like the first like real tangible musical inspiration, I think, was our choir teacher. He's a cool guy. He still is, he's still alive.
He didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. When we started, we were under a different name. Joey's mom was actually like, y'all should do Jam, like Joey and Mason. So we were like, yeah, that's good enough.
That's good enough, that'll work.
And it wasn't until late last year that we were like, do like a clean, fresh restart and change the name up.
Yep.
We changed our name to Amberjack because phonetically it sounds very nice.
It also works out good because it has the am and the ja in it that Jam had beforehand. So it like
just kind of
recycles the old name a little bit, but it's something new too.
And then we didn't realize it was a fish until we were at a gig and some guy was like, oh yeah, Amberjack, like the fish, dude, that's so sick. And we were like, what? And that's when we learned that our name is a fish. Shout out fishes.
Yeah. We were not always set on being a duo. So when we were in high school, we actually had two other guys that were playing with us. Some kind of hurricane hit. It was whatever that big one was that tore UNCW up a couple of years, I guess 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yeah.
And after the hurricane hit, we just kind of stopped getting together with them. And then we were like, well, we need a drummer. We don't know anyone that plays drums, so we just kind of figured out the drums.
Yeah.
We bought a pedal that mimics like a bass guitar too. We kind of added in as well.
Yeah, when we started off, it was just like a tambourine we would kick. And then Joey added in like a foot kick drum. And then we added in a cymbal, and then we switched the tambourine out for a snare to kind of like fill out the sound a bit more, get it to sound more like a normal band.
And we're not like opposed to playing with drummers and bass guitars, but we have fun just doing the duo stuff.
Every time we like start to second guess ourselves, we're like, man, we should hire like a drummer or like a bass guitarist. We like play a gig and then we drum with our feet, and then we're like, wait, this was way more fun than if we had like two other guys behind us.
Yeah.
The first song we're gonna play for you guys today is Flowers of the Dead. Flowers of the Dead is like referring to the marigold flower. And it's just kind of a song like about relationship turmoils and stuff. And I like lyrically like have taken inspiration from not just one relationship, but like a couple of different ones and like mashed it together. And yeah, we're super excited about it. It is going on our second album that we are working on that is halfway finished being written. But we just like the song so much that we were like, let's do it.
Yeah.
magic. Baby, I'm not the one you've been dreaming of. Tell me a lie and cover everything up. Save it, I'll never go. Save it, I'll never let go. I know that you know me like I know. I thirsty for seeing. I never asked to meet her. I needed you, believed you, gave everything to see you. Baby, I'm not the one you've been dreaming of. Tell me a lie and cover everything up. Save it, my merry-go. Save it, I'll never let go. I know that you know me like I know. I know. My pride, my sin kills me again. I hope you know for this cold weather.
Our songwriting process is kind of like, I'd say we subscribe to the idea of like creativity is more like an antenna. Like you can't like force something creative out of you all the time.
It's kind of like we've never written a song the same way twice. Like sometimes he'll come to me with an idea first and we'll lay something over top of it. And then sometimes I'll have a little idea and bring it to him. Sometimes we'll just be like sitting by a campfire noodling and we'll like
Something will just
knock
happen.
something out.
Yeah.
But kind of like he said, like a lot of it is writing stuff that just doesn't go anywhere
Yeah.
and just goes right in the trash and then just moving on to the next
Yeah.
thing. And
We like to keep the
seeing-
magic of it. Like I don't ever want to like force and make songwriting like super mathematical.
like
and,
too structured is bad.
Yeah.
I feel like.
and it just sucks all the fun out of it. Yeah, we like to mix as much as possible. So alternative, I guess, would be the name of the genre.
Yep. Yep.
He grew up listening to metal music a lot, and I grew up listening to like sad folk music. And we kind of like mesh them together as much as we can, and then we have a bunch of other influences like
Even like some punk rock stuff, some little bit of classic rock stuff.
Yeah. Some classical music also.
Some jazz music.
yeah.
We went through a big grunge phase a couple years ago too. Honestly, I think my favorite part of performing live is getting to play the original stuff we've been writing. Just because it kind of feels like we can write something in our room and get it finished up and get it sounding good, but it kind of feels like you actualize it and you get it solidified once you're playing it for other people. And even
Yeah.
if it's not something that like everyone loves or is super into, when we finish up a song, like it just feels like, okay, I've finished this and it's been
Yeah.
actualized and
It feels good.
Right,
Yeah.
it feels good to do that.
I don't know, like on a day-to-day basis, like I feel like most creative people like have some sort of mask they're wearing all the time. But I think my favorite part about playing live is like you get to be that like naked, like 100% yourself. And if people think that's weird, that's normally a good thing because they're paying attention. And that is my favorite part about playing live, is just being totally 100% yourself.
Yeah.
touring like is not real life. Like it's like going to an amusement park.
Yeah. That's a good way to put
like
it.
you get home to the real world and your brain like switches gears and has to be like, okay, how do I function as an adult now?
Yeah, one thing I noticed is when we're touring, like you kind of forget about like, oh, I have a credit card payment due and I have laundry I haven't done in 2 weeks. And student loans and dishes and all this stuff. It's a great thing till you get back home and then you're like, oh, that's right.
There's a lot of stuff to do.
all this stuff to catch up on.
Yeah, it's scary. But then when you actually get to play music for fun people, it's not scary.
We have a lot of fun doing it, honestly. For me, what I would like to be next for Amberjack, and what I think is most important, is getting this album out. And like Mason had said earlier, we're already starting on a second album after this one that we've already got a few songs on. And so getting this first album out, which we're halfway done recording, we're really excited about, should be out by mid-2025 this year. And then getting to 2 of those songs after releasing the album is something I think I'd have a lot of fun doing, and I'm excited to do it.
Yep. Yeah, I would say the next step is definitely, I've just started like kind of outlining another East Coast tour for us for the summer and then the end of 2025. And I'm pretty excited about that, and that's definitely going to be exciting. I just said exciting 3 times now.
But it will be really exciting.
Yeah.
And we are excited for it.
Yes.
The second song we're going to be playing is called For Horses and Other Small Animals. And it is about horses and other small animals.
Yeah.
So we got the name from this one. There's this giant bag of cat litter that we keep in my shed. And it says on it, for horses and other small animals. And we just thought that was kind of a strange thing to say, because that would insinuate that a horse
is a small
animal,
which
right?
it is not. If it said for miniature horses and other small animals, I would let it slide.
Or for horses and small animals.
Right,
that would make sense too. But that's not what it said. And so we wrote a song about it.
Lyrically, that one's kind of about like being
a wee lad.
Being a wee lad in high school and not knowing how to talk, interact, or have any sort of normal relationship with a girl because you're just like super nervous and you like have no idea what you're doing. But yeah, I'd say other than horses and other small animals, that's what that song's about.
That is all, folks.
If you guys could follow us on Instagram, it would help us out a ton. We're also on Spotify under Amberjack. We have our first single out right now. It's called Mouth Breather.
And Apple Music.
And on Apple Music and Amazon and anywhere you can find music. Check it out under Amberjack. Yeah. New songs coming out by the end of this month. We're stoked about it.
And then my other shout out is a warning to the public. I urge our fellow youth and people our age to please stay connected in local government and just please educate yourself and just educate yourself, man. It's not that hard. We have Google, and if you can at least look at the facts from an unbiased standpoint, that's all I'm asking for.